Well, well, well. How do you do? 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Those old commercials used to come on back in the day. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where now one of mine is right about now. No telling. Out in the big city. Mhm. Yep. Hey man, just for the record, I put out a little poll on what y'all think is the best time and the best day to come on and do live, man. Right now it's at 9 o'clock on Sunday nights. If you feel like something better, man, y'all need to weigh in on that poll and let me know because I really want to get a little bit more activity, but you know, we'll figure it out as we go. Badass, what's happening, badass? Hey man, might just be me and you. I don't know, man. Look like the city is quiet tonight. It's all good. I ain't doing no tripping. Sure, we'll ride it out if we have to. What's on your mind? Yeah, that's welcome. I just want to welcome everybody in, man. We just getting started. Hey, man, it's gonna be a good night. My dog out there going crazy about something. I think her caretaker just came home. I don't know. I'm not finna go downstairs and see though, cause I'm up here chilling with y'all. So hey, man, what's on your mind? If you checking in, you might as well weigh in. You know what I'm saying? And we here for it all. Any kind of question, nothing's taboo, nothing's off limit. Hey man, we can talk about whatever is clever. Can you dig it? Holla at your mans. That's what we're here for. If you can, join the live with me. If you can and if you want to. If not, that's cool. Man, boy, I need to be working out, man. Hey, I ain't worked out all this week, which is crazy. But I'll start back tomorrow if I make it to tomorrow. You dig what I'm saying? It's hard to get into that mindset to keep working out, but I need to, man. I done got big as a house, man. But hey, man, you know, the bigger the better in some cases. But you be at the gym or you work out at the crib. So I've been thinking about going to the gym. I've been thinking about joining the gym, but I don't really see no benefit to joining the gym other than being around other people. And I don't really know if that's a benefit for me or not because people seem to motivate me in a different way nowadays. Maybe not the way that I want. Hey, girl,
Hey,
what's going on?
are you doing your podcast? Can I say hi?
If you must,
Tell your fans I said hello.
if you must, you can.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all good.
Hi, fans.
Hey,
Y'all
man.
like this yellow? You smell good.
Thank you, baby. Pull that door.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's my favorite person in the world right there, man. That is not any of my gang. That is my baby girl. That is my daughter. So just thought I had to throw that out there just in case anybody was wondering. I don't usually let her stick her head in, but hey, man, it is what it is. She always wanna try to see what old pops up to. Work out at the crib. Yeah, man, that's what I do, man. Get up and give me some stretches in, then I just give me a nice little workout on, and I usually try to do it in the morning when I get up, uh, and if I sleep in for whatever reason, um, I'll still do it. I just try not to do it at night because when I work out at night, my adrenaline be so high I can't even get to sleep, and I be needing that sleep. But yeah, man. Hey, look, while I got y'all on here, I need y'all to weigh in on something real quick, man. I put a post up this week about, uh, you know what I'm saying, spanking your kids. Uh, my live is messing up. I don't see it from this end, bro, so I don't really know what to do to fix it because over here it don't look like it's doing nothing. Uh, but anyway, like I was saying, I put a post up, man, about spanking your kids, and I got some mixed reviews, man. I would really like to know where y'all at with that, man, because you know I was just trying to get people to understand that while I do believe in spanking your kids, while I do believe in chastising your children, I also know that there's a difference between spanking and beating. And I was trying to put the word out and trying to let people know that many years ago I was in a situation to where I got to see a lot of that shit firsthand, man, dealing with these kids. And I saw the majority of what I saw was single mothers who were really beating the hell out of their kids. That is abuse. And no matter how you see it, no matter what you want to call it, that's what it is. And I saw so much of it from, and I'm not saying single black mothers, I'm saying single mothers, period. I saw black, I saw white, I saw Hispanic, and yeah, man, they was really cursing out these kids, cursing at these kids, calling them bad names, you know what I'm saying, shaking them, which is never a good thing. Uh, Seen one little chick was choking a kid. I had to actually step in and ask her not to do that. They was at the building we was at, and I was telling her, "Nah, man, you can't do that up here. You ain't gonna be able to get away with that up here. You have to do that somewhere else." But when I was young, my mama, she whooped us with a belt, freaking switches off the tree, fucking extension cord if it got bad enough. And looking back, that was abuse, but that's how we was raised. That's not You're not supposed to hit nobody with those type of objects. You dig what I'm saying? And nowadays, it just basically carried over. But it's done went so far, man. These mothers is cursing out these kids. That's mental abuse. They calling them names. That's mental abuse. They are beating these kids with ball fists and slapping them, and that is fucking abuse. That's not whooping your child's ass. That's abuse, people. But let me know what y'all think about it, man. Oh, and by the way, we're not gonna be on that long tonight, man. I actually have another friend of mine who wants me to come and be a guest on his podcast, but I'm actually going to the studio where he records his podcast. Sorry about that. So, I'm gonna cut mine pretty short, uh, but I will be back again Sunday at 9 until I can figure this time thing out. Because the day might change, the time might change because I'm not really getting the traction that I want Sundays at 9 o'clock. Uh, those of you who always tune in, you know what I'm saying. I'm so grateful and so appreciative of y'all, but it's the traction ain't there. The action ain't there, and I need all that. I need the action for the traction, so to speak. So y'all help me out, spread the word, man. Tell people to come on and ride with us at 9 o'clock. Uh, and whenever the time changes, and hopefully it changes to a better time. I understand it ain't gonna never be the right time for everybody, but I want it to be the right time for the majority of the people who, you know what I'm saying, who get down with us up on here. So yeah, that's if spiders could fly, no, no, thank you. I will not be doing that. Uh, so we got to get these numbers up, man. I was earlier today on my other partner podcast that we do every Sunday, Hip Hop Business. He do his on, I think that's Instagram, maybe TikTok, Hip Hop Business, and we do that around 2 o'clock, something like that, man. And the numbers get up to damn near 2 and 3,000. My numbers barely getting up to 20, sometimes not even that. So that's not y'all problem, but I'm putting it out there. So if y'all have any means of helping me out with that, I would definitely appreciate the help, man. Whether however it go down, spreading the word or whatever it is, and yeah, man, because this is how it go down. Uh, and then also, if anybody have any experience using Streamster, I think it's the name of the program. Streamster, DM me. If you know how to use Streamster, DM me. I need some knowledge on that. I ain't asking for nothing free. I'll pay you for your time if I have to. But yeah, I need to know how to start fucking with Streamster because I want to start. Uh, I want to start hitting live on two platforms at the same time. So yeah, kill two monkeys with one stone, so to speak. That's how we're doing. Yeah, man. I think Sunday is a good day too, but I don't know if the time is good because, like I say, we ain't really getting enough action, enough traction. You know, every once in a while we get up to about 20, but for the most part, if you've been on here every time, so you can see what I'm talking about. For the most part, it's just five, six, seven, and that's almost like spinning your wheels. It ain't never a waste of time because I enjoy chopping it up with you and the ones who come on here all the time. I enjoy chopping it up if it ain't nothing but one person. You dig? But I would really prefer it to be more so we can get some fat ass conversation going on, man, and some super fat, uh, chopping up some game in a major way. You know what I'm saying? Uh, because I be feeling like when it's one or two people, shoot, I feel like we just having a phone conversation. And again, ain't nothing wrong with that. Got no problem talking to my peoples, but you dig where I'm coming from. I ain't got to like keep explaining myself and being redundant. I just need to get them up, plain and simple. hmm So we might actually keep Sunday, but we probably go to a different time. Maybe not this late in the evening. Because I know a lot of people got to get up and go to work Monday morning. They ain't really trying to be up and online at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I understand that, but I felt like 9 was a good enough time to where they could jump on, you know what I'm saying, ride a little bit, and then still get off and have themselves a good night's sleep, you know. But hey, maybe I was wrong. Who knows? Maybe I was wrong. Um, but like I say, we'll work it out, man. It's a work in progress because I love being here. Don't plan on dipping out no more. I plan on keeping this consistent this time. I lost the momentum the first time for several reasons. People thought I went to jail. People thought I fell off, and all. No, it wasn't none of that. It was just a situation where uh, the reason why I started doing this wasn't being fulfilled. So that's the reason I stopped and started doing something different. But now the momentum is better. Shouldn't I say not the momentum, but now the situation has changed, and now it benefits me in the ways that I needed to benefit me. You feel me? So I just got to get this time thing worked out. That's all it is. Brian Davis. Which was good, man. You say you read on how it came to be in East Mississippi. Are you saying is that so you saying is that are you asking me is that where it started? Let me know. Clarify that for me. Because if that's what you're asking me, then nah, it did not start in Mississippi. This game been around way longer than Mississippi. But Big G, what's happening, man? Big Greg, man. Hopo is about being. You know how when you ain't got no money, they say you po. So if you're a pimp without no hoes, you hopo. That means you ain't got no hoes, or what we call work. You ain't got no work. So that song is about not having no no hoes. It's about not having no hoes. That's what it's about, plain and simple. Yeah, yeah. That was man. That was when I was, I love man. I love writing and doing little rap songs and everything. I wasn't one of those cats trying to make it big. That was just something I realized I could do, and I enjoyed doing it. It was fun. It's a relief. It's a good way to say what's on your mind without getting prodded and poked and all that there. So grind now, shine later. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely got to start, and you can't finish if you don't start, man. I like to. There's an old adage that said even the journey of a million miles starts with one step. So you just got to take that first step. Or like I like to say, you just got to jump off the porch, man. It don't matter where you land. It just matter how you land. If you jump and you stay standing up, all you gotta do is start walking. If you jump and fall down, get back on that motherfucker and jump off again. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how it goes. Nah, man. He might have whoever that cat was. He might have realized it, or maybe he heard. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Every everything anybody knows is something that they've been taught. So somebody might have taught him that way, but that's not the way I know it and understand it. This was a thing that was way back in the I want to say like I don't know what to call them Asians, you know, Chinese, I don't know, but way back in the Oriental, when, way back in Orient, it wasn't Oriental times. That's not what I'm trying to say. I got my shit fucked up, but it wasn't Mississippi. I'm gonna put it like that. So the way I understand it, way back when, way back when in the Wild Wild West and before that, you know what I'm saying? When people were kind of first stepping into civilization, you dig what I'm saying? If you can think that far back, it's kind of when this thing jumped off, man. And it was a bartering situation. It was when people learned that they could get something for something. So a lot of people didn't have stuff to trade and barter, so they used what they did have, which was either their daughter, their wives, their sons, themselves, whatever. And that's how it came into fruition. Now, if that dude learned about whatever happened in Mississippi when it happened, then of course that's the way he gonna see it from that point of view. It's just like one of them situations where if you on the left side of the street and I'm on the right side of the street and we see an accident, we both saw that at the same exact time. But when I tell the story and you tell the story, we're gonna have two different perspectives because we saw it from two different angles, if that makes sense to you. So it's one of them situations, man. If you can talk to five different people and five different people gonna tell you five different ways this shit got started. But I know for a doubt, I feel like I'm 100%. I feel like I'm 100% right when I tell you that it did not start in Mississippi. And now he might have been talking about the way it started in Mississippi, the way it came to be in Mississippi, but Mississippi ain't where it sprouted from. This thing grew roots way longer than Mississippi. So hopefully that clear it up a little bit for you. If not, shit, put it to me again. We'll work it out together. And and I actually did do research on it after I stopped doing it. Of course, when I was doing it, yeah, I didn't really go. I didn't really care about the roots or the fruition of it. I was just trying to get to the bread. But once I stopped doing it, and when I had a little shelf time, when I was sitting down cooling off, I just decided to research it, man. And what I uncovered, the things that I found, took me uh, way back to fucking for when the pyramids was being built. What is that called? Egyptian time. Way back around that time, man. It's been going on for that long, and it actually kicked off. They were, men were paying for time with boys. Men were paying for time with boys and all that old fucked up Rome shit that they used to do back then. A lot of the rich, a lot of the men who were rich or who had more than other people had, they wasn't buying girls. They was buying boys, and uh, it wasn't really a sexual thing. It was a power thing. The more boys they could dominate, the more males they could dominate, the more power they felt like they had. And so they would buy these boys, and then they'll run up in their butts, and that's how they subdued them. You know, uh, I feel like it could have been a way better way, but hey, they was doing what they felt like they knew to do, and back then it was working. And then somewhere along the line, somebody said, "Hey, man, look, you know, I need some of that what you got, and I don't have anything to trade for it, but my maybe daughter." And boom, next thing you know, we got the world's oldest profession, and it's been going down ever since. Yeah. Oh man, it's the conversation is the best way, Mr. Greg. How you put them down? In my experience, conversation is the best way, man. How you put it in her head is how she get your bread. Now, I had a conversation a while back about them coming back with the issue with the full jacket. I don't think unless you out there with your thumb on the blade, I don't think it's a hole in the world that done ever came back with a full issue. They gonna stash. That's just what they do. So, you're not trying to find the stash. You're not, you just worried about her bringing back, uh, some stacks. So the best way is conversation, man. You let her know. Oh, right on, bro. I appreciate the question, man. Uh, Bug breaking moving from Tariq Nasheed. I have not seen it. I have not seen that. Is it something that I might need to look into? Because if it's just about some boy booty, I can pass on that. But anyway, like I was saying, man, yeah, when you set a broad down, you just put it in her head. You just let her know, look, this is where I'm gonna take you. This is what I need you to do. If this happens, this is what you do. If this happens, this is what you do. Good instruction breed good production all day, every day. So if you give it to her right, if you run it to her right, then she gonna fold it back right. And that's the best way I can explain that, man. Just conversate. Just let her know. Don't assume she know nothing. I'm talking about if you don't set her out 9 days, that's 9 days of instructions you should have gave. Because what happened yesterday might not happen today. If the place change, if the location change, you might have put on the east end Monday, and now you're gonna put on the west end. That's a whole different set of instructions she need. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want her to look at it. You already know. You basically telling her the same thing, but that's just the best way to keep it in their head, and it makes them feel like you on top of them. You on top of the issue. You know what should be coming back. So But yeah, you can always expect to hold a stash. But as long as she come back with something, and it's something that you satisfied with, then don't question the game. Just let it roll. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start trying to find a stash, trust me, she gonna get away from you real quick. All hoes have a backup plan. Believe that. Believe that. I don't care how down she is. I don't care how she. And then this is again from my experience and from what I've seen. So yeah, no, I think like I say, I'm 100% sure it did not start in Mississippi. However, uh, when it was, it kind of turned into a race thing. So because it was a race thing, that's why it's kind of known for Mississippi. Mississippi has always been known as the Deep South, where black this and black that, and black oppression, black, all that stuff happens. So I can see why people would think that that's where it originated, but that's just probably where it was more prominent. But it did not start there. I'm confident in saying that it did not start there from the things I've seen, heard, and read personally. I can say that I'm confident that it didn't start there. Oh yeah, no, I heard about that. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I did want to watch that because that's what they call it, buck breaking, when they break those black men down, man. And like I say, wait, back then it was fucking them up the ass, and now it's probably just humiliating the hell out of them and beating them. But either way it go, you know, if you dominate somebody's soul and their spirit, then you pretty much got control over them. So yeah, yeah, I did want to check into that, man, because I think a lot of that shit might still be going on. It might just be more subtle. People get into your brain, like I was just talking about with the bras. If somebody put it in your head, uh, then enough times, then you start to probably dig on what they putting in your head, and next thing you know, you under their control, man. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man. I ain't never seen it, but I will be checking into it real soon. hmm Jackson, Mississippi, man. Yes, sir. Uh, I don't think I've ever been to Battlefield. I've been to Tupelo. Uh, I've been to. Uh, man. Damn, I just drew a blank that quick. I've probably been to about four places in Mississippi. Uh, but I think Tupelo stay in my mind because when I went there, I was with Scarface, the rapper Scarface from the Ghetto Boys, and we went there to do a show. Well, he was doing a show. I was with the other group that was supposed to do a show, and yeah, it was pretty chill, man. Everything was pretty good. So, you ever pimp with Sir Captain? I have not. I have not. No, sir. I have not. I have ran into a lot of the more well-known cats, but I ain't never got down with Sir Captain. Like, and most of the time it's really a solo game. But like me and my brother, we did a lot of shit together. But on the average, it's a solo game. So if you don't never really pimp with somebody. Y'all just be at the same place at the same time most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I've actually heard a little bit more of him than from American Pimp. I heard more about him from other places other than American Pimp, and I think he a down brother. Hopefully he's still around. I don't know, but yeah, seem like real cool people. Yeah. Well, the general consensus was that Silk knocked him. I ain't never heard that she was just hanging around with everybody. You know, we were that was in Fort Worth, one of the few and only player balls that was in Texas. It was in Fort Worth. I forget the name of the club, but by the time we got there, by the time we got there, uh, young Silk had already made the play for the broad, and Bishop was actually looking for the broad. So if she was hanging around with everybody, then it seemed like he wouldn't have been looking for her. He would have knew what she was, and she left with Silk. So I'm gonna stay on record as saying Young Silk knocked for the broad. Oh no, man, that's crazy. Three score and ten. Uh, shit stay happening, man. What can you say? Yeah, every time I done been to the ATL, I done met a few real ones, man, and people know the ones who was on American Pimp and Pimps Up, but most of the cats who really in the trenches ain't really never been on no DVD. If I'm being real honest with you, I regret that I ever got on one. But it takes a lot of I don't know, it takes a lot from who you really are because people start to look at you as a like a TV pimp or a celebrity pimp or something like that. Um, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it don't have no effect on how you get down and play your game, but it's hard to shake that stigmatism, man, because when people see you, instead of tipping their hat to your game, they want an autograph because they saw you on Whoop de Whoop DVD. You know what I'm saying? So that's uh, you know, it's water under the bridge at this point. Can't take back what already happened. And just live and learn, man. I allowed myself to be on two DVDs. I don't think them DVDs actually hurt the game, but I do think they hurt a couple of the players in the game. See, some of them cats was taking people to where they, you know, stomp their feet at. Some of the cats was taking people to their actual blades and shit. That's kind of crazy. Like that's not if you doing dirt. Why you gonna take somebody to where the dirt is? That don't make sense to me. So in that respect, it kind of hurt a few people who was, I guess, overzealous and felt like they were untouchable. You dig what I'm saying? But as far as just hurting the game, nah, man, it ain't gonna. This game is like roaches. It ain't gonna never die, and it ain't gonna hardly ever change. Pretty much, I tell people all the time, the game don't change, just the players and the rules change, but the game don't ever change. I'm sorry, not the rules, the players and the scenery change, but the game stay the same. So I don't think them DVDs hurt the game, but I think like I said, it's hard to shake off that stigmatism when even with me just being online, if I was still in the game, I probably wouldn't be doing this because, just the other day I went to fucking Jack in the Box and somebody was up in my face. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. If any of y'all ever see me, feel free to come up to me. I'm very approachable. But it just was like in my mind, I was thinking, if I was a PI getting bread, this cat wouldn't know me from Jack. But now that he's seen me on a DVD and on the internet, he wanna take pictures with me and want me to sign something. It's kind of surreal. Like I don't mind it at all. I'm not complaining. I want y'all to understand that. But hey Brian, what's good, man? Glad you could join us. But yeah, it's just hard to shake that stigmatism, man. I do know white folks. I got I ain't got my other phone with me. I got a couple of pictures of me and white folks just really, really, really chilling on it, man, away from the players' ball. But I met him. I met him at a players' ball in Chicago before he came to the one that was in Fort Worth. and then we re-hooked up in there. We kicked it at the after party. Uh, Me and him, Fillmore Slim, a couple of other cats, Pimp and Ken, um, but mainly the ones who I already been knowing, you know, from my state, from Texas. Because what a lot of people don't know, boy, it goes down in Texas. It is deep. It is deep. Yeah, to Funky Town. Yeah. Now I don't know Gangsta Brown personally, but yeah, I know his name was mentioned in the whispers that was going around that night. So, you know, obviously, if somebody putting your name in there, then you've made some kind of impression on them, whether it's good or bad. And I do remember hearing his name, but I didn't meet him, so I know who he is, but I don't know him. Hood Cyclopedia. Hello, I dig that name, Hood Cyclopedia. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, hey, bro, you know all the see like Hook the Crook is another cat who I'm glad didn't really put himself out there like that because he's a cold piece of work. And some of them cats, I feel like he probably would have been one of them cats to take a film crew where he get down at. I'm so glad he didn't. I'm so glad he stayed under the radar because you know everybody who I saw on any one of the movies who took somebody to whatever blade, whatever you know trap or whatever wherever they was doing their thing, all of them got caught up. You know, because see what a lot of people don't understand is what we doing right now, this back and forth right here, this could be considered conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the reasons why I dipped out early in the beginning. And my lawyer told me, like, hey man, all you gotta do is put up a disclaimer. That's why I start putting up you know, for entertainment purposes only, but I felt like that took away from the realism, especially to somebody who wasn't a regular, who didn't know who they was fucking with. You dig what I'm saying? So I took that away, and then I came up with On Call for It All. On Call for It All changed the tone of the show, so I can't really be uh, considered a conspiracy, a person who's committing conspiracy because I'm not tied into one subject, if that makes sense. At least that's how my lawyer put it to me. Yeah, Fleece Johnson. Again, I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. The booty gangster. Yes, sir. I know who he is. Now I do know somebody personally who did time with him. And my man say he is exactly who he say he is. That's how he was in the joint, and that's how he got down. Because honestly, when I first heard about him, I thought it was just somebody trying to gain popularity. Because I was thinking to myself, who would, if you ain't gay, who would put themselves out there and just say that they like booty, boy booty, but inside them walls, you know, I done been to prison twice, and inside them walls, it's a whole different thing, man. Sometimes them dudes is oh man, okay, rest in peace. I never knew he had a brother who was a pimp. Like I said, I didn't really know him. I just know about him. But uh, but yeah, man, like I was saying, inside them walls is a whole different world, man. And I done seen cats click up who you would never think would even fool with her. But you know, we called them nasty boys when I was in the joint, and you would never think some of the cats that you see with them boys, with them nasty boys, you would never think they would. My personal opinion is if you did it, then that's probably what you was gonna do anyway, unless you was raped. If you, raping is a whole different story, but if you wasn't raped and you just decided you want to hook up with a dude because you in the joint, you know, shit. I did 5 years and didn't touch, not now, boy. Didn't even rape myself. 5 years. I ain't jacked my dick off till I got out the prison. You dig what I'm saying? But I feel like It's a lot. Having been there, it's a lot of different reasons why people get into that. But I think Fleece was just a he just liked booty. It wasn't a power move for him. A lot of times it's a power move, but I think Fleece he just liked booty. I don't know. Don't know the man personally, so that's about all I'm gonna say about that. Cause I don't like to. Y'all know me. When I give it to you, I give it to you as I know it. If I haven't experienced it or seen it with my own eyes, then I try not to speak on it. And I ain't never seen Fleece or met him, so I don't know how he really get down. But my partner, who I do believe, said that that's exactly the way you see him on all these videos and interviews and shit is actually the way he really was inside the joint. Running Slim. Was it possible that he just went by Slim? Because I've been cool with about 13 Slims. Ronnie don't ring no bells, but I done ran with about 13 Slims over the time. So, uh, damn, bro, you just know everybody. I'm digging that, man. I might need to call on you to, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you might need to co-host a show or something, man. You know all the people with the game. I can dig it. Okay, see, well, I've been to Oklahoma many, many times, and like I say, I do know probably three Slims. One in Tulsa, one in Bent Arrow, I think it's called Bent Arrow. One in Okomakokie. They got all them Indian names down there, but the name Ronnie don't really stand out. But I know three Slims in OKC. Brian, right on, man. I'm sure he'll appreciate it, bro, and I will be sure to tell him. You know what I'm saying? That he have had a lot of thought and prayer warriors on his team. So pretty sure he'll be glad to hear that. And now I do know T baby. I do know T baby, but I met T baby in Arlington, Texas. I met him in Arlington, Texas, way back when Foxy's. There used to be a little joint called Foxy's, where it was a regular club, but seemed like after midnight, that's where all the P's came to wait for they little old issues to come check their trap, man. So it was just like a little P congregation up around there, and that's where I met T baby at. I don't know, I ain't never been to wherever he is from and wherever he do his thing, but I met him in Arlington, Texas. Yup, yup. So I was saying earlier, man, to all of y'all who wasn't on here, uh, right now I'm doing this thing at 9 o'clock until I can come up with a better time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep it on Sundays, but I might come up with a better time, man. But what I'm asking everybody to do is reach out to people you know and have them join on because I'm trying to get these numbers up, man. Trying to get some more traction, and you can let them know that while the ism is the main topic, that ain't all they got to talk about. They can be on here talking about whatever they want to talk about, man. I got a little bit of knowledge on a lot of things. I don't know nothing about everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of things. You dig what I'm saying? So they can come on, and then I ain't just trying to put out what I know. I'm trying to listen to other people and learn some shit. Like my man Greg, he just already done put three, four, five new names on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always down to learn something. So tell people, man, let people know right now, Sunday at 9, come on and join old Mr. Diamond on Ask a Pimp, man, on YouTube, and just let's get it up like that. I will appreciate it. Mhm. Oh yeah, you be checking that TikTok, that hip hop business. That's my kinfolk. That's my player partner. That ain't my brother, but that's my player partner, Juma. Like he could like to call himself, meant to tell your business. Uh, yeah, but I appreciate you checking that out. We do that on Wednesdays and Sundays, man. And when we do that show, shit, it be about damn near 3,000 people checking in. No, I don't. I think Ja Rule was a better writer or creator, if that makes sense. But I think DMX was a way better performer, a way better performer. And the performance, in my opinion, the performance and the delivery is what makes the rap. So, oh yeah, we've been told that, man. That just been my partner for a long time, way back in our D boy days. That was my partner from way back when. So, and honestly, I ain't even really into hip hop. He just asked me to come on. You know, I ain't gonna lie. He asked me to come to help boost his popularity, but I told him, your popularity is way bigger than mine. So, but I enjoy it. I like hearing him talk about rap. He passionate about it. Yeah, yeah. DMX had heart. That's a bet. That's a great way to put it, man. And he showed it in his the way he rapped, the way he moved, the way he performed. He showed it. I hate that he died a drug addict, a dope fiend, but he was still a cold piece of work. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't taking nothing from Ja Rule. Ja Rule was very popular and had some really good songs and some good lyrics, but I just don't think he was better than DMX. Oh yeah, I'm finna transform over to TikTok. I'm already on there, but I don't really do nothing major. I do my little I'm so confused the little series on there. Put something on there every once in a while, man. But I'm finna get ready to start doing some lives on there too. I'm just working out a few kinks because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Uh, type shit like that. Never negative effects from black comment. Man, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Integration, I don't think it was inadvertent. I think it had a very direct negative effect on pretty much everything that could have been affected by it. The black economy, the black mindset, the black way of life. Just like you said, a nation within a nation. Uh, I think integration had, it was integration was damn near as bad as segregation. So I agree with you 100%, man. And that's some foul shit, but we coming through. In our lifetime, we might not ever see it get 100% equal, but I think there's gonna be a day when it will be. Our children might see it. We might not see it, but yeah. Let me see what Memphis Peas turned DC out, bro. At one point, there was so many peas running to DC. Uh, I think peas in general turned DC out, but don't forget it was already some cold cats in DC. So I think everybody just fuck because it was at one point DC was like super hot, man, and specifically because when I went there, my man who I went there with, he took us to a place that was fucking literally right behind the White House. Can you dig it? Right behind the White House, bro. You can see the big ass gate on the White House, and then right here, it's a whole strip, it's a whole blade. And when I tell you the Moses out there getting money, it was about goddamn me 54 holes on that one blade, man. But it was a long strip of road behind the White House, and I don't know if it's still there, if they closed it off or whatever. But uh, yeah, that's where it's at by the projects. Yeah, yeah, for real. So that's I don't think it's so much that the Memphis Peas turned it out, but a lot of Peas flocked to DC, man. Now I do know that Memphis was there in heavy numbers, so it's quite possible. I don't want to spread no rumors, but it's very possible because I know I met probably 12, 13 cats from Memphis when I was out there. And I might not remember all their names because, it was just one of those, hey, man, what's good? I'm blah, blah, blah. Glad to meet you, blah, 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 keep it moving. Because we was all out there for the same reason, trying to get some of that DC bread. And yeah, man, I got out of DC quick, man, because motherfuckers was getting shot. Motherfuckers was getting picked up on a nightly basis. Hoes was jumping ship left and right. Yeah, I stayed in DC about a good month and got my ass up out of there. You know, and I ain't saying I was scared. I just felt like it wasn't the right move for me. Oh man, I done been to New York Uh, quiet as it's told, I was actually born in New York in a little city called Rome, New York. Now, I can't tell you nothing about Rome because my mom told me we came from Rome before I was even 2 years old. But that's where I was born. That's my actual place of birth, Rome, New York. But now the places I can tell you about, I done been to New York, New York. I done been to Manhattan. I done been to Brownsville. I done been to Harlem. So yeah, yeah, I dig it in New York, man. I like it, man. Cat's kind of rugged. It's a different vibe out there, but I like it. I like them New York Latin women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get down there. Is that why you asking? You get down in the Big Apple? Yeah, man. Look, we got about a good 7 or 8 more minutes, and I'm gonna have to call it a wrap. Like I said, I'm getting out of here a little early because I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little something with another one of my partners. Oh yeah, you did it do some good for you? Did it do some good for you when you was down there? I guess from you it will be up there. Yeah, New York got a lot of great people, man. New York is. They say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. You know, I took my small little bite out the apple and went on and made haste. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree. It's definitely some great people there. But Greg, yeah, man, I'm curious to know how did it play out for you up and when you was up there, up around that way. Uh, anyway, like I was saying, man, we're gonna be getting off here in about a good 7 or 8 minutes, man. Again, I'm gonna ask everybody to let somebody know to join us Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. Check me out. I'm really on all social media, man. You can find me on all social. You can find me on most social media. The main ones. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube, of course. So, oh, I can dig it. It's a scary place, man. I can dig it, and trust me, some if that, I don't really know how to say this because well, I can say it because I ain't put nobody's name attached to it, but I done seen with my own eyes, especially up in Harlem, uh, motherfuckers are motherfuckers will take a piece of work from a nigga. They ain't even got a knocker. They'll just take her. They'll just push her in a car. We call it hoe napping. I done seen a lot of bras get hoe napped, and I'm like, what in the natural hell is going on? And my man laced me. I got a real cool friend of mine named Uncle Paulie. He actually, I think he from either the Bronx or maybe New Jersey. I don't know, but anyway, he know everybody. So when we was in New York, he was close friends with uh, Jay Feezy for Sheezy. What's good, baby? But anyway, my man Paulie was really close friends with the rap group Houdini. He knew all three of them, and this was before the one who died. So anyway, we was up there, and he had took me backstage and introduced me to them. And when we was leaving from backstage, I heard somebody just like screaming or whatever, and the dude, and I seen one dude had a pistol pointed at the other one dude, and 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 the P had the broad by the shoulder, pushed in the car, and when I asked the other cat, like, man, what's going on? He was like, oh man, she with that nigga there, but they done put the pistol on him and they done took the broad and blah blah blah. And I'm like, God damn, is that how they get down up here? And I had two pieces of game with me, you know what I'm saying? But I was showboating. I wasn't trying to get money at the time. I was showboating because I'm going back there meeting a famous rap group. You dig what I'm saying? So shit, I was like, man, we left from the concert and went straight. Well, we went to their trailer because we had a little after party with Houdini, and then I went straight back to the hotel room. So I told him I don't know if we gonna I don't know if we're gonna get it in out here, but we'll see. And yeah, we did a little work. We did. I figured, hey man, we here. We might as well take a chance. So I made it out unscathed. But yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes, man. They just be taking bitches up there. I don't know if that's something that always happened. I don't know if it was already something going on with that situation, but that's what I saw. And that's how it was explained to me how it went down. Yeah, it's a lot of ins and out with NYC. But one is because it's so big, you got to know where to go. It's almost like California. You got to know where to go. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know that or know somebody who can put you on to that, you got a lot of opportunity for negative shit to happen, man. In Jersey, I ain't never really did nothing in Jersey but ate. Every time I went to Jersey twice, and both times we didn't do nothing but go to restaurants. So I ain't really got a lot to say about Jersey, but it was cold, very cold. That's all I remember. So the cops be doing it too. I can imagine, bro. I can imagine because I done seen some dirty. I done seen some real dirty ones down here in Dallas. So I know if they dirty down here, you know, they got to be up there where it's shaking at. They got to be crazy. Jay Feezy for Sheezy, weigh in, man. What's going on with you, bruh? Oh yeah, you done been everywhere. I know you done crossed the world once, probably did it twice. So I know how you get down. Matter of fact, you probably on the road right now, ain't you? Feezy. The real J Maurice, you probably on the road right now, ain't you? Brian, I agree, man. I love your insight, bro. I love where you at with that, man, because I feel the same way, man. I love my black people. I mean, because we've been down for a long time, but if you think about it, we ain't never really been out because we done always found a way to get out of whatever we was under. You dig what I'm saying? And yes, everybody do want to be like us. So, you know, don't ever lose that heart, man. Don't ever lose that chain of thought. That's a beautiful thing. Yep. Oh, you in the ATL, huh? Big hot Atlanta, man. Let me see. Last time I was in Atlanta, I told you it was right after COVID. Me, Kid Fun, and Turbo went down there, and everything was closed. Seemed like Atlanta was closed, man. We couldn't do shit. So I stayed in the hotel room. They went out and ventured. But I was like, I ain't finna be doing all this walking just to go nowhere. So I'm pretty sure and hoping it's better now. But yeah, that's what was happening last time I was in Atlanta. Absolutely nothing. All right, good people. Well, it look like our time has come to an end until we can do it again, my friends. I am your main man and your favorite pimp partner, Mr. Diamond. Don't forget to tell your friends to join us, man. We can talk about everything because I am on call for it all. It ain't just about the game no more, but we still gonna keep the game in it because that's who I am. Until next time, man, peace, love, everybody be easy, especially you, Feezy. I'll holler at you, man.